Hola, buenos dias, good morning, my beautiful people. Welcome back to the channel. It's your girl here, Daniela, Miss Four Lizard, the planning, gardening diva, and I am here with my gardener happy planner, my gardening happy planner. My garden is my happy place planner. It's been a while since I've been in this planner, and I just wanted to get back into it and work with it and just check in with my planner. This is very much needed, and I'm going to be setting up my gardening planner for the next month. So if you're interested in seeing my gardening planner setup, and how I use my gardening planner, then just keep on watching. So this gardening planner is a labor of love, and I'm very happy with how I've created my gardening planner. So since it's been a while since I shared my gardening planner with you, I'm just going to give you like a quick run through of my gardening planner. So the cover is actually from a gardening happy planner, an Undated gardening happy planner, specifically meant for gardening. I love it so much, and the discs are these amazing, beautiful gold metal discs. What I like about the gardening planner, it has plant hardiness zones like figure on the inside cover. And then the cover page, I just wrote my name with sticker letters and put 2 little watering cans there. And actually, this cover is from another planner, not the gardening planner. It's from another planner. And then I have this little gardening tracker where I was writing down what seeds I was planting, when I was sowing them, the date to emerge and transplant and harvest. Although this batch, which I started this at the beginning of the year, this batch of vegetables just absolutely died. So I made such a beautiful little tracker for it, and then all of them ended up dying. I like how it looks though, so I just leave it there. I'm still figuring out what I want to keep in the beginning of the planner. And then I just have a divider here to separate my stickers and this folder. And in my folder, I just have a little printout of the recommended planting dates for San Diego County. And then how I structure my gardening planner, like the bulk of the pages, I structure this per season. So each divider stands for a season. This is spring 2022. And then I'm using the vertical layout, but I use it in what I call a rolling monthly, so that each box per day is a different day. So when you're looking at a vertical spread like this, you're seeing 3 weeks represented at a time. And this was for me the perfect medium between a monthly calendar and a weekly calendar. The weekly calendar was a little bit too much for me. I didn't need that much space for a week, but the monthly was also just a little bit too small for me. I needed more space than just a regular monthly. So I kind of ended up compromising with this rolling monthly. And I really like my gardening planner. So this gardening journal isn't very decorative for me. I mean, I do try to make it cute, but I don't spend a lot of time on the decoration or the setup. I like including my seed packets in here. I like including photos of all of the crops that I grow as well. It makes me happy to see all of my successes. But my gardening journal is somewhere in between a memory keeper, like a record keeper of all of the crops I've grown, as well as a way for me to keep track of when I'm sowing, when things are sprouting, how long it takes from, first sowing the seed to actually harvesting your first vegetables. That way it helps me kind of get into a rhythm as the years pass, and I know what months I'm supposed to be sowing what and when I can expect them. So I think I started this somewhere in like March or April. I don't remember. I need to kind of keep track of that. Actually, I think this might have been May. This might have been May right here because it says I left for Texas on the 18th, and I think that happened in May. These photos actually are from later on in the summer, but I didn't have room for them to, like, I didn't have room to like include them or paste them, glue them into later spreads, so I ended up just popping them earlier on in the planner. So I think we're in like June right now, and June was definitely the month of the early white bush scallop for me. I grew so many of those. And then I think this is in July. I'm not entirely sure. I need to figure out when the months are. But this month I was growing so many white bush scallops. I had a bunch of basil. I had a bunch of cucumbers. I actually pickled my first cucumbers. And then I had so much basil that me and my mom ended up making a lot of pesto. And I actually finished sowing the last of my eggplant seeds. And then we have summer 2022. And actually around, I want to say June 19th or May 19th, I forget exactly, I ended up taking a long break from my planner. I just wasn't really in my planner, and so I kind of took a break from it. And then these pages are gardening projects pages from the gardening planner. And I don't know if I mentioned this, but I use two different planners for my gardening planner. I use the regular undated gardening planner as well as a regular undated vertical that's not specifically a gardening planner, but it is from like a flower themed or plant themed planner. These pages, I meant for them to be used at the beginning of summer, but because I took a long break from it and I didn't come back until, you know, current times, which is November, I ended up using these for November. And honestly, I was just kind of playing around with what I wanted to use these pages for. And so I think what I'm going to be using these pages for are to-do lists, pest control over here, general notes up here, the seeds that I want to plant in the month as well. I'm going to use these tables to track when I'm sowing, when things are sprouting, when things are going to be transplanted, the date for the first flower appearance, the date when the first fruit appears. I'm going to give myself room for 3 different harvest dates, and then I'm also going to have a column for when the plant dies. So I think that's how I'm going to use those pages. And then this was in September. So I took like a break in June, July, and then I came back about, you know, end of August, early September. And I did, you know, spend like 3 weeks in here because every spread is basically 3 weeks. I did spend about 3 weeks in here. I was growing a lot of tomatoes around this time, and actually I made this amazing sandwich, caprese sandwich with this tomato that I grew. And then I also made a amazing pesto sauce with my own basil. I had a bunch of cherry tomatoes on my plant before the gopher killed it, and I wasn't able to eat any of them. And then around mid-September, I took another long break, and it wasn't until November, early November, that I returned to my gardening planner. So that's why I ended up just starting a new section. So this is fall 2022, and then over here I just added a bunch of stickers, and then I added this seed packet that I had just finished. This red Russian kale was amazing. I grew so much of this like 2-3 years ago, and I just finished the seed packet. So moving on to fall 2022, and I think this is actually, yeah, so this divider is from that general like plant vertical undated planner, so it's not a gardening specific planner. I was kind of alternating between a gardening planner and the undated vertical. And I actually just did this spread this morning. I finally got around to printing out a bunch of the photos that I took of my eggplant and tomatillos. So while I wasn't really in my planner during the planner break, I was definitely in my garden. Not as much as, you know, I had hoped to be, but I definitely was growing some things. And my early fall, mid-fall harvest was these amazing eggplants and my tomatillos. And so I did this spread, and I really, really like how it turned out. And so now I need to get to the next spread in my planner. So this is what the gardening, oh, actually, I am using like the gardening specific undated vertical. So I guess I am using these pages. But I need to get to this spread here. I need to set it up, and I actually just went to the nursery this morning, and I bought some seed packets. I bought a bunch of seeds, and I also bought some seed starter containers. So right after this, finishing up this spread, I'm gonna go out into the garden and get to work. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to do, I think, is, you know what? I kind of want to use my number stamps to write out the numbers. So here's my number stamps. So I'm just going to use my stamps, letter and number stamps, to stamp out the days. And I think I'm going to start with the 14th and go through, I think maybe like the 20 something. I don't know. We'll see.
Estrany i molt llunyà. Has de viure ben despert, no mirar cap enrere mai, només així, ben a la guait podràs triomfar.
Okay, so I set up November 14th through the 30th. I thought about starting December here, but I'm actually thinking of potentially just ending when the month ends, so that way I don't have like November/December here at the top, and it also gives me some more room here to journal or to add photos or stickers, because I do notice that I do kind of run out of room when I just have 3 straight weeks like this. And I don't have to do it, you know, every single week, but maybe on those spreads where a month ends, I can give myself a little bit of grace there. And I actually want to use some washi tape, because I'm trying to use up my washi tape as much as possible, and I have a lot of floral washi tape, so floral washi tape is perfect for gardening spreads. So I think I'm gonna add just a little bit here at the bottom. Perfect. This is a really pretty washi. I just recently reorganized all of my washi, and I feel like it's like more accessible now, and so I'm using it a lot more. I used to kind of have it hidden in like a little box under my desk, and it was well organized, but because it was kind of like an extra step to pull out, I felt like I didn't use it as much as I wanted to. And so now all my washi is in a drawer like right underneath this desk here, so I just have to pull it open to see all my washi. With the gardening trackers here on the side, I feel like I don't need a lot of like the functional gardening stickers, so I'm kind of at a loss now as to what I should do. Maybe I'll add like a full box here. I always like adding gardening journal stickers, so I'll add one down here in this corner. A cute little washi strip maybe over here, just on top of the numbers, so that they don't get covered. And I'll add the last little piece over here in this corner. Maybe one of these. I'll just add that on Tuesday. I'll add this box over here for Monday, and I'm gonna go into my garden right after this, and I'll see what needs to be done, and then I'll come back here and write it down in my planner. I'll add this cute little sticker there. It says just bloom, and then maybe some tags here and there. I'll add some of these, remember and important. A circle sticker, I think it would be fun to put it right here. And then maybe I'll add another one over here. Maybe like right there. I never know what to do with these stickers here, the plant name stickers, because I feel like this is for like an indoor plant, and I don't have indoor plants. My roommates have indoor plants, but I don't. Well, actually I have one, but it doesn't really need a lot of care. I feel like I could add some washi up here at the top. I don't use like that top section because I put the numbers of the days on each box. So I always feel like this section up here is kind of blank. So I think it would be nice if I added some washi. Oh, it's crooked. It's crooked. I think it would help if I pulled out the page. Let's see. Okay. Oh no, it's like over the hole. Such a struggle. I hope it's not crooked. I think it might be crooked, but it's okay at this point. I'll take it. So just a little bit of washi there at the top. And again, I'm not trying to make this super decorative. For me, it's more about like keeping a log of everything I'm growing and as motivation to get me out into the garden. And just the fact that I am, you know, playing with stickers and making it like an artistic endeavor is enough to motivate me. Doesn't need to be perfect. It'd be fun to add this little box sticker here. And then maybe I'll add like a semicircle sticker up here. And another box sticker right there. I kind of want to pick up another one of these gardening sticker books because I am running out of stickers. Can you see? Can you see how like I'm quickly running out of stickers with this one? Okay, I think the last thing that I'm gonna do is a clear sticker. I think I'm gonna cut this one right here. It is Thanksgiving week, and this kind of reminds me of like a cornucopia. Okay, I think I'm done. I really like how it turned out, and actually I need to go out into my garden right now and just fill this in and figure out what the heck I need to do for the upcoming week. So I'm gonna go out there for a few hours and get myself oriented with my garden again. Honestly, I've been kind of slacking with the garden, but I'm back. And this planner really helps me stay motivated and to keep up with my garden. I really like how this spread came out. Oh, the eggplant was delicious. Anyway, thank you so much for spending some time with me here today. I really appreciate it. Let me know what you're growing in your garden, if you are growing anything. And I hope to see you in my next video. So until then, stay safe, stay blessed, and happy gardening. Bye.